slice of life movie. It's based on a moment in my life when I was 17 and my mom was dying when I was a senior in high school. And I sort of like took together different moments of my life and put them into a movie. And it's a short, so it's about 20 minutes.
I love that it's such a personal story to Kieren. And I got to stay at one of Kieren's friends growing up, his mother's house, so I got to stay with them. It's just like family, you know, and I got to talk with her, how she knew Kieren's mother, who the story is about. So it's just so personal, and hearing that it's so important to tell, and it's a heart story, you know, I like that it's hopeful. I very much like that it's hopeful. So that's what's exciting to me, is the story, the town, and the people of what the message really is about hope, and the, you know, the heart. It's love, it's about love.
The relationship between, you know, Edward and Ted and Sam, it's just like this sincere relationship where I'm not trying to get anything from her. It doesn't feel like she's trying to necessarily get anything from me. And just two people that are there for one another, but at the same time they're sincere. They're not trying to pretend like there's something that they're not. So I love the kind of purity. The writing's awesome, and it's easy to get into, and I think the audience is going to connect. I think they're going to connect with it because they're going to get an opportunity to. The welcoming factor of the project, in all regards, from the cast, the crew, to script production, all of it is that I get a chance to play. Then the fact that we're doing it all in one take is fantastic, because Hannah comes from theater, I come from theater, and usually it's more of like start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. So this one we get to fully go and play.
And I would specify it with film, is that I think we all have stories that we feel have value, and we feel that if we can share them, they can somehow benefit other people. Sometimes it's just make people laugh, and that's enough. And sometimes it has sort of like a healing, like I think that this movie could have like a healing aspect to it, or it could potentially help people because it's a story about loss, but it's very hopeful. One of the greatest rewards for me about working on this movie, well, first it was bringing people on board, like galvanizing people behind my vision. When I posted on the Facebook page of my college, it was phenomenal, like just these young women who graduated this year just wanting to be involved. And so we brought on 4 interns from Barnard College, and it's been cool to work with younger women because I think it's been interesting for them and encouraging for them to see a woman making a film who's brought it all together. And that's exciting for me, that I can feel like I can inspire younger women, because that's a huge part of who I am.